We got some very special guests coming up in this segment right here. Now, we talked about film festivals before, but the New York Mobile Film Festival is actually the second year. It is seeking to showcase some of the best smartphone films from diverse filmmakers in New York and worldwide. And now joining us in studio is Victor Ibarra, who is the executive director of the New York Mobile Film Festival. Listen, you're telling people right now we have the ability with our phones to make things happen.
That's absolutely right. I mean, more than a festival, the New York Mobile Film Festival, it's a platform to really showcase the abilities and creativity of filmmakers and content creators in general. We already have a successful last year. We got over 1,000 films submitted from all over the world. And this year is not the exception. I mean, we're receiving a lot of films still.
So somebody's out there watching right now saying, okay, this might be news, like having a smartphone film festival. How do I get a smartphone? How do I make a film on my smartphone?
Well, you'd be surprised. Some of the best and well-renowned mobile filmmakers out there. Steven Soderbergh, Ocean's 11 director, he's using his cell phone to shoot his films. He uses iPhone 7. He uses Mondo Labs lenses to give that cinematic feel to it. But at the end of the day, mobile devices are right there. Right there in your pocket. You have a studio in your pocket. Some kids, they're like making movies without realizing that they're actually being filmmakers already.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I think when we look at social media, we see a lot of, videos, and sometimes we don't see them in a very positive light. You see fights, you see stuff like that. But people are actually capturing these things, and the understanding that you can take this, turn it into a positive thing, and actually be able to broadcast it so that way now the world can see in a film festival. So
Correct.
You get these submissions that are out there. What's the deadline for people who want to get these films in or make them?
So the deadline for submissions, it's May 30th.
And so let's talk about this too, because as I said, when you can actually submit, but what's the criteria? How long does the film have to be in order to come on in?
You can always refer to our website to see the rules. But the general rule is we're accepting the minimum requirement is 1 minute up to 10 minutes. We have 4 different categories. The category number 1 is short films cinematic. The second one is blogs, sketches that have the same format. I mean, there's like a lot of content creators that not necessarily your project is a film, but it could be a web series, right?
Right.
That you can arc the story into a sketch, right? And submit it that way and get awareness about your story or your project itself. And then the third one, it's music videos. So there's a lot of creators out there as well, musicians, that are doing their own music videos, and they're like, great, they're outstanding, great quality, and they do it on their phones. So that's the third one. And then we got a student category, which we're enabling students to really come out and use their phones and show their skills on storytelling.
So this is the second year that you're actually doing it. The first year you had great success. Were you surprised by the amount of people who actually came out the first year?
To be honest with you, yes. I mean, there's other film festivals out there that support mobile devices used, I mean, some of them, they start with 100 submissions, 200 submissions. We started with 1,000 submissions. I mean, amazing. I mean, obviously, 60% of those were from the United States, but we got amazing stories, amazing films from Russia, from India, from the UK, from France, from all over the world. And we're getting those as well this year. So it's fantastic. It's phenomenal. I mean, we're in love with films, and we really want to be that window of opportunity for content creators, and really for them to benefit about using their phones and not not make it expensive about telling your story.
Right.
It's very accessible.
And talk about accessible, you can add stuff onto your lens. So for somebody who's watching right now, talk to me about what I'm seeing here.
So right here, we got an iPhone 10, and we are using a Mondo Lab lens, which is an anamorphic lens that these guys are like leaders on cinematic lenses out there. So it's an addition to your phone itself. I mean, it's very easy to get. It's very easy to use. There's over 10 different apps that you can use to film, right? And to select the different type of lighting that you need, right? There's even apps that you can add, add and edit your content in it, right? I mean, there's some challenges post-production wise, but it's an easy as take out your phone out, have an idea, put it into work, because believe me, there's so many people out there ready to listen to those stories, to those amazing stories. I mean, you can tell a story in your house, in your home. The sky is the limit, honestly, with filmmaking and content out there.
And I think for many people, you think that it's the hardest thing to do, but now it's right within literally the palm of your hand.
It is. I mean, honestly, it's just point, shoot, get an idea, and just put it out there. And what better to go to a New York Mobile Film Festival? Because we want to be that avenue, and we really want to support content creators out there and showcase their abilities.
So let's go through some timelines. July 11th is going to be the actual second annual Mobile Film Festival. And if you want to get your submissions in,
please do go to NewYorkMobileFilmFestival.com/submit.
all right, Victor, thank you so much for coming.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Now listen, if you got a great film idea to shoot yours on your smartphone, well, all you got to do, get to work. Mobile film submissions are open, as we said, until May the 30th, and the New York Mobile Film Festival will be taking place at Sinopolis Theater on July 11th at 6 p.m. Now, if you want more information, visit NewYorkMobileFilmFestival.com. We'll take a quick break. Good to have Victor again. We'll be back with more Open coming up right after this.